What is PCI DSS?
The Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, or PCI DSS, was developed to encourage cardholder data security and to facilitate broader adoption of data security measures globally. It applies to all merchants and service providers that process, transmits, or store cardholders' data. If your organization handles card payment, then it must comply or risk suffering financial penalties, or even the withdrawal of the facility to accept card payments.
The PCI DSS was launched in 2004, and is the result of collaboration between the major credit card brands, that is, American Express, Discover, JCB, Visa and MasterCard. All organizations that accept credit and debit cards, for the store, process, or transmit cardholder data, need to comply with the standard. Merchants and service providers' compliance requirements before, depending on a number of factors including the size of the organization and the volume of transactions it undertakes. The criteria that a merchant or service provider have to meet are set by the individual payment brands, each of which has its own compliance program. The PCI DSS is a standard, not a law. It is enforced through contracts between merchants, acquiring banks, and payment brands. Each payment brand can fine acquiring banks for PCI DSS compliance violations, and acquiring banks can withdraw the ability to accept card payments from non-compliant merchants. It's also worth remembering that a PCI DSS breach is always a GDPR breach, as cardholder data is classified as personal data under the regulation. So, as well as any enforcement action from your acquiring bank, your organization could face an administrative fine of up to €20 million, or 4% of annual global turnover, under the GDPR. Compliance with the standard is notoriously complicated, and many organizations fail to maintain their compliance. Verizon's 2018 Payment Security Report found that, nearly half, which is 47.5% of organizations it assessed for interim PCI DSS compliance, had failed to maintain all security controls. First, it is necessary to determine your merchant level, and whether you need to submit a self-assessment questionnaire and, if so, which one, or a report on compliance. There are several types of SAQ, each of which has different requirements. Some require internal and external vulnerability scans, and regular penetration testing. An ROC, on the other hand, must be conducted by a PCI qualified security assessor, who will issue a formal report to the PCI Security Standards Council, to attest that your organization is in full compliance with the standard. Whatever your requirements, a PCI DSS gap analysis is a useful first step to determine your organization's current compliance levels, and outline the specific steps needed to achieve full compliance with the standard. It includes a detailed review of compliance activities, such as on-site interviews with key staff, an assessment of the in-scope system components and configurations, and a physical and logical data flow analysis, in addition to examining out-of-scope components. Get PCI DSS compliance from Indian Cybersecurity Solutions. Contact us today.